a nice deep shot into the Iron Man nethers over here. And hey, what's up, you guys? Shortmas Prime here doing another NECA figure review on the Pacific Rim Wave 2 Battle Damaged Gypsy Danger figure. This review is brought to you by ToyNewsEye.com. Check them out for all the latest in action figure news. And if you're trying to pick this figure up and the rest of the figures of the wave, you can get them at Big Bad Toy Store.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
I really dig this figure. I like it a lot. It's pretty much the same exact thing as the Wave 1 Gypsy Danger that we see right over here, with the difference in the molding being that you can plug in the sword. So he comes with two swords actually. I have one plugged in over here. The slot for the sword is not included. Is not included on both of these arms over here for the original Gypsy Danger. So I checked to see if you could plug him in over here, and you cannot. But this guy looks badass. I like the paint job so much more on this one over here. This looks really cool. Taking a close look at the sword itself, I think it looks pretty nice. Has a decent arrowhead looking kind of point over here. It's not really sharp or anything. It is a little on the flimsy side though. I have to say I ruined this one over here. Yep, you can see it's kind of broken. That sucks. So it has this little tab that sticks out over here. And then you can see on the inside of the fist it has this little slot. And basically what I did was I tried pushing it in from too far away. You want to be really close when you try to push this in here. Well, even though it's broken, I still was able to get it in. See? That's what he said. So here's a close look at the face of the battle damaged Gypsy Danger, and he's got a bunch of specks all over his eyes over here. I really like the colors for this one. You have a much darker blue, and you have a black wash in here, which looks really nice. I like it a lot. And all this like metal scuffing, you have like these pieces of silver painted on there. His arc reactor, which technically isn't an arc reactor, but you know, I keep calling it that because it reminds me of Iron Man. But look at all this paint detail and scuffage. Looks really cool. It does look a little on the sloppy side, but at the same time, you know, it's battle damage. It should look a little sloppy. Looking at the side of the arm over here looks really cool too. I like this a lot. This is badass. It's really busted up and dirty looking. Very cool looking version of the Gypsy Danger. I think it's very cool. Another little detail that they have in here are these emergency stripes right over here. On the first Gypsy Danger, they're just like these yellow lines, but right here we have the yellow with the black stripes in them. I think that looks very cool. More silver scuffing over here. Busted up feet, you know. Got this nice black wash going throughout. Very cool. And then looking at the back of the figure over here, love the silver dry brushing. Looks great. Very awesome looking figure. He's even got some scuff on the butt. There we go. The back. Everything looks cool. Just looking at it from far away, it just looks so cool. I really like this a lot. So the articulation on him is exactly the same as the first one. His head moves side to side a little bit. You can move it up and down some. It's kind of tricky because this collar thing kind of prohibits a lot of movement, but he moves side to side pretty well over anything else. His arms move in and out a little bit. They move forward. He has elbows that bend a little bit. He has wrist rotation, and it can move up and down too, so it's on a ball joint. He has a great diaphragm joint. Again, moves side to side, pivots side to side, moves forward and back as well. His legs can move out just a little bit like so. They can move forward that much. He bends at one point at the knee. The ankles move forward more so than back, so you can get him to point down a little bit, but they move forward quite a bit, and he has a little bit of an ankle pivot over here, and he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So Gypsy Danger stands just under 8 inches tall. Not a bad sized figure. And just for good measure, here he is compared to the original Gypsy Danger figure. And for good measure, here he is compared to the other figures from the Wave, Striker Eureka, and Leatherback, which I'll be reviewing soon enough. I already reviewed this guy. Click over here, annotation for the Striker Eureka review. So yeah, I like the figure a lot. If you already picked up the first Gypsy Danger, I guess it's questionable whether you want to get this one too, but I think this is the better figure of the two. I really like it, especially having the sword. Bummed out that I broke one of mine, so you want to be careful with that, but you know, being that he only used one sword at a time throughout the movie, you know, there's never at one point where he had both swords at the same time. I'm not that bummed out about it. So anyway, yeah, that's my review, guys. I hope you dig it. Please like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
That's crispy.
The slot for the sword is...